Hi. In my last video, I had covered what is the real meaning of happiness. So, in this video, what I'm going to talk about is what are the reasons that we are unhappy, or what are the reasons that we are not as happy as we would like to be. Now, I've identified, and this is purely my opinion, 12 top reasons that we are not as happy as we would like to be. These are the primary reasons. Despite all the the amenities and the comforts that we have today, we are still not happy. And I would say these are the 12 reasons that contribute to our unhappiness. It is not an exhaustive list of reasons, but I believe these are the topmost reasons. First, reason number one, we spend a lot of time on social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, etc. What do you normally do on Facebook? You, we normally will stalk people who showcase how amazing their life is. They'll talk about their vacations or their acquisitions, etc. We keep looking at those things. And we start thinking and comparing their lives with our lives and start feeling unhappy. How often have you seen people talking about their depressions, the trauma that they had experienced, the struggles that they have? They don't showcase. They will always showcase the best parts of their life. And we think that's all their life is, how wonderful their life is compared to our lives. And you start feeling unhappy. So, the way you can control this, minimize your time that you spend on social media if you want to be really happy. Second, reason number two is you watch too much of TV. There's very little happiness on TV. I'm sure you will agree with me. Newscasts are all about things that about terrorism, about some blast somewhere, some economic downturns, about some financial misappropriations, etc. Right? How much of good news do you see on media, on the news? Very little, because media knows that when they scare you, you get addicted, you start watching. They are able to control. The media can control if you are scared, and you also, it helps to get you addicted to it. You want to keep watching more and more of it. Look at the serials that are there, barring a few. Most of the serials you will see are about conflicts within the family, the adultery, suspicion, um, intrigue, etc. Now, when you watch these movies, do you feel happy? I don't. You start feeling, you are basically, you feel very disturbed about what's happening. In fact, I start wondering I start suspicion, whether the person is really, it influences, it conditions my mind so much. You start doubting people. What sense does it make? Now, why do the TV channels air such, create only such serials? It's because negativity is what sells. People derive vicarious pleasure out of seeing other people suffer, because when they watch such things, momentarily they get, you know they start taking their focus out of their own pains when they watch somebody else suffering. And And this is what happens. This is what happens in our brain. The media knows it, and they exploit it to the best possible way. And we keep watching, we keep talking about those serials, and we get addicted to it. That's it. And ask yourself, how does it help? You want to be happy? Watch only those serials, those shows on TV which which you feel good about, which leaves you with a feeling of happiness, a light, you enjoy it. Not serials which depress you, which have violence, and it really really impacts you. We don't realize it, but it has a tremendous impact on our mind and the way and on our happiness. The reason number 3, you think money will bring you happiness. This is a myth. Many people think if I have money, lots of money, I'll be happy. It is not. It is not really true. Yes, money is extremely important for to bring you comfort, security, and freedom. Absolutely, no denying it. But money is not going to give you happiness. Ultimately, happiness is what comes from within. Because if you can't be happy when you are poor or you don't have the money that you want, you can never be happy even when you get all the money that you want. That's a given. So, develop the ability to be happy in under whatever circumstances you are currently in. That's the only way. Don't keep thinking that if I have money, I will be happy. Not necessarily true. You may not. Okay. Reason number 4. Your expectations are unrealistic. What do you mean by it? See, we tend to feel happy when our expectations match with our reality. But you become unhappy when your expectations of reality are different or are much higher than your experiences of reality. Now, what is this? What do you mean by expectation? You expect certain things to go the way, for you, it does not happen. So you start feeling unhappy. You expect certain person to behave in a certain manner. The person doesn't behave. You feel unhappy. Now, these expectations could be based on your own imagination. It could be based on others. It could be based on your past. So, learn to set realistic expectations. It's not that you should not aspire for big things, but be realistic in terms of expectations. Whatever is in your control is what is in control. You cannot expect everybody to behave the way you want them to behave. Right? So don't let these things impact you. Reason number 5. You live in the past, and I think this is one of the very very important reasons that completely snatches away our happiness. You all the time think about what happened in the past, especially the unhappy situations or situations that left you feeling bad. You keep thinking about those. I ask yourself, how does this matter? It's gone, it's over, you cannot do anything about it. What's the point? Because whenever you think about those moments which you were not happy about, what happens to you? Those same emotions of those events which happened maybe a year ago, maybe 5 years ago, those all become as if it's happening right now today, and you start feeling bad. Does it make sense? You can't do anything about it. What happened has happened, is over. Live in the present. Even, let me tell you, even if there are some moments that were good, were happy, like for example, you went on a vacation and you enjoyed that vacation thoroughly about a year ago. Now, when you start thinking about that vacation which you went for, what happens to you? You start feeling bad because those moments are over. You are not living those moments now. It's you start feeling, oh, how good that vacation is. When will I go for that similar vacation again? What does it do to you? You start feeling bad, right? So whatever be the thing, whether it's happy moments or unhappy moments that happened in the past, forget it. Don't even think about the past. Live in the present. Okay? Reason number 6. You worry about the future. What is worry? Worry is thinking about those some undesirable moments or a situation that could happen in the future. What are the chances that those things are going to happen? It's remote. It never really happens. As you look back in your own lives, how many of those things that you worried about or things that could happen that you worried about actually happened? I can guarantee you none of them would have happened. But you spoiled those moments thinking about what could go wrong, what could happen, and how will I manage it. You spoil those moments. What's the point about worrying about what? Do you have any control? Can you foresee or prophecy what will happen in the future? No. So what's the point worrying about it, right? So live in the present moment. That is where is your real happiness and your real power. Reason number 7. You hate your job, but you continue working. What does it mean? You don't like what you're doing. Now you understand in our life how many hours of the day you spend in at work. More than 50% of the time that we are awake we spend at work. Now if that those are that time you are not happy, does it make sense? How can you be happy at all? 50% of the time you are not happy. You are doing something which you don't love. So extremely important. Now it's okay that you are currently you are not enjoying the job, but as long as you know that okay, I'm in this current job, but it's going to help me move to where I want to be, it's perfectly okay to continue. But what is not okay is to resign yourself to continuing in a job that you do not love. Life will be miserable and unhappy if you do that. So don't listen to the brain. Follow what your heart says. Find out, take up a job that you enjoy, then it will no more be a job. Those moments will be ones of happiness. Next, you keep complaining. You would have seen a lot of people, keep complaining about, some about that person, about the government, about, some regulations or the weather or the traffic, etc. How do you feel when you complain about something? You feel good? You feel very, it's a negative energy that flows through you. You start feeling upset. There is no point thinking about all, no point complaining. Stop complaining. You will see how much happier you will be. Okay? Reason number 9. You position happiness in the future. A lot of people do this. You always say, I'll be happy if get that job. I'll be happy if I get buy that car. I'll be happy if I buy that house. I'll be happy if it goes, it keeps going. Now, does it make sense that yes, when you buy that car, you will definitely feel happy about it. But how long? It will be momentary. It'll be there for maybe a couple of months and then you're back to square one. Now your next thing is, I'll be happy when I buy that my dream house. Yes. So that happiness that happened because you bought the car is over. Now you start thinking about that house. So you are unhappy. You start thinking, okay, only when I get that house I'll be happy. So it'll be cyclic. You'll be happy and happy, happy and happy. That's all it goes. It doesn't mean decide to be happy unconditionally. There should not be any reason for you to be happy. You should be happy without any reason, and see how your life changes. Next, reason number 11. Is that 11? Yes. This is, you are impacted by what's going on in your life, right? Or what's going on in and around you. If whatever happens around you is going to impact you, you think you can ever be happy? Do you have any control about what's happening around you? No, you don't have. So if you let all those things impact you, how can you ever think or hope to be happy? You got to decide, no matter what happens, it's my decision to be happy. I will not let anything happen. Now, when something happens which is not in your control, what is it that you can do? What is in your control at that point? Not that what happened, that was anyway not in your control. What's in your control is the way you react to that situation. That is what is in your control. Take care of that. Don't react, respond to situations. There's a difference between reacting and responding. Respond in a manner that's going to keep you happy. If you just react to those situations, you're not going to be happy. The next reason, you focus on what is missing in your life. You have so many reasons to be happy. Everything is going pretty perfectly okay, but yet you keep thinking about those things which are missing, or those things that you are not going the way you want it to go, and you start feeling unhappy. Now, isn't that a really stupid thing to do? Focus on what's happening good. There are so many good things happening. They say be grateful for those things, because when you are grateful, you can never be unhappy. Never. Try it out. If you're grateful, you are happy. You are checking on what's happening good in your life. You can never be unhappy. You will always feel happy. So focus on that. Be grateful for what you have in your life. And the last is you ignore your best friend. Who's your best friend? It's you. You are your best friend. Who knows you better than you yourself? Nobody else. Who knows the fears that are going on in your mind? Who knows the chatter which is going on in your brain? Only you. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be your best friend. You may be socially extremely active. You may be very very happy, have lots of friends, but there will be moments in your life where you are alone in your room. That time you will have only you yourself as your friend. Don't ignore your friend. It's extremely important. So those were my 12 reasons. The topmost is that I feel um, that make us unhappy. So I shared with you the way you can counter these reasons that we are unhappy, and hopefully, you should be able to implement that. I have done it. It has been extremely useful for me, and as I said, these are my personal views. Try it out. Now, not all of these reasons may be applicable to you. Some of them would be, some of them would not be. So whatever is applicable, implement them. I'm sure you will feel the difference. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching, and stay tuned. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be sharing more and more of my experiences. In fact, this is an excerpt from my book which was released 1.5 months ago. Follow your heart. Your brain is stupid. And this is an extract from one of the chapters. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.